Guam, I'm loving it, and King's Restaurants, always open, always local, and serving up favorites for over 40 years.
Starting now on Prime Time, the United States Senate reached a deal on an economic stimulus package helping workers and businesses impacted by COVID-19. Plus, a 6-month extension waiver has been granted for those with SNAP benefits, ending in the coming months. And with more than 240 individuals in mandatory quarantine in 3 island hotels, plans for a 4th as an isolation facility is now in the works.
Hafa and good evening. I'm Adriana Cotero. Relief is on the way. The governor has been banking on it to help provide much-needed relief to island residents. And today, the U.S. Senate reached a deal on a $2 trillion economic stimulus package that will help American workers and businesses impacted by the coronavirus. The agreement comes as cases of the virus continue to climb across the U.S. while the nation remains on pause. Skylar Henry reports.
After days of intense discussions, the Senate has reached a bipartisan agreement on a historic relief package for this pandemic.
To all Americans, I say, help is on the way, big help and quick help. We're going to take up and pass this package to care for those who are now caring for us.
The Senate will likely vote on a bill later today, then send it to the House. President Trump must sign it into law before the funds start flowing.
It provides $500 billion in loans for big businesses, nearly $400 billion in grants and loans for small businesses.
This package will be the single largest Main Street assistance program in the history of the United States.
The bill includes a one-time cash payment for most working Americans, up to $1,200 for individuals, $3,000 for the average family. It also expands unemployment insurance from 26 weeks to 39 in most states, boosting benefits by $600 a week.
Easter is a very special day for many reasons, and what a great timeline this would be.
The Senate reached the deal on the relief package hours after President Trump said he wants the country up and running by Easter. Coronavirus cases in the U.S. continue to accelerate as more people are tested. Skylar Henry, CBS News, Capitol Hill.
Meanwhile, Governor Lou Leon Guerrero, during a phone call with the White House, made urgent requests to help to contain COVID-19 on Guam.
I had a conference call and asked them to please speed up 1,000 tests for us, because this is how we can better control our community, by knowledge and data and information. I've also asked them to give me Title 32 authority. What that means is then I can deploy National Guard people to help with security, to help with all the other services that we need to enhance our police security, and over in our quarantine places, our hospitals and so forth. I also asked them to increase our FEMA participation from 75-25 to 100%.
The governor says if that request is granted, then Guam would receive total reimbursement. She reminds the community's best defense against battling the spread of COVID-19 is to follow her directive for mandatory home isolation. In other words, to stay home. Public Health Head Linda DeNorcy has good news for those whose SNAP benefits were ending in March, April, or May. A 6-month extension waiver has been approved by the federal government. DeNorcy also said emergency food stamp benefits for those who don't normally qualify for SNAP is something that is in the works.
These are for some people that may be in need of it because they lost their jobs and so forth. So we're just trying to get clearance on that, as far as there's some clarification that needs to be done from SNS to ask about the guidelines in that particular emergency supplemental allotment.
Right.
So that's where we're going to get the guidance and clearance first, and then once we get that, then we'll let the people know whether or not we can include those that are not currently under SNAP, that they may be eligible because they've lost their job or their hours got cut.
According to the FNS website, the Family's First Coronavirus Response Act, signed into law by President Trump, also temporarily and partially suspends the time limit for able-bodied adults without dependents. Meanwhile, if Governor Lou Leon Guerrero's major disaster declaration for Guam is approved by the feds, more assistance in the form of federal dollars for displaced workers and those financially affected by the COVID-19 crisis will be readily available, Adelut Policy Director Carla Branch told KUAM. And 4 U.S. Navy sailors who tested positive for COVID-19 were evacuated to Guam today from the USS Carrier Teddy Roosevelt to be treated at the U.S. Naval Hospital. According to a Navy press release, the sailors will be isolated at the U.S. Naval Base Guam in accordance with CDC protocol. The release states that Joint Region Marianas has been working in cooperation with GovGuam to ensure proper advance notification of the patient's arrivals. Surveillance testing of the infected service members was conducted yesterday, and the Navy says they were isolated in accordance with CDC guidelines until they could be flown off the ship. No advance public notice was given by either the Navy or GovGuam prior to the sailors' evacuation to the Naval Hospital. Public Health Director Linda DeNorsey said her agency has been informed of at least one positive COVID-19 patient by the military. DeNorsey says Public Health received a phone call on Tuesday.
When I went back, I checked with my territorial epidemiologist to find out if there were any reports, because as you know, by law, they have to report that to the Department of Public Health. Any class 1 or class 2 diseases must be reported, and that's inclusive of the Naval Hospital. And so I asked the territorial epidemiologist, and she did verify that an oral call was made, but no written report has been submitted, and we're just waiting for that.
Once the written report is submitted, it will then be added to the total confirmed cases on Guam. As more than 240 individuals remain holed up in mandatory quarantine in 3 local hotels, a 4th hotel is being converted for use as an isolation facility. Public Health Director Linda DeNorsey says efforts are underway to move COVID-19 positive patients that are on home isolation into the designated hotel.
We've had some at home isolation. We had one that actually was home isolation. We transferred them to SNU. Of course, this was voluntary. We tried to convince everyone so that they understand there are drawbacks in this case. What happened was when we had 2 at SNU, in addition to that one that came from home isolation, the one that came from the hospital went to SNU and then reverted back to becoming worse, so that they went back to the hospital. So with the isolation at home, as long as their symptoms are asymptomatic, CDC guidelines tells us that if they're asymptomatic and they also have very mild conditions, and knowing that they don't have they're not at high risk with comorbid conditions, that home isolation in accordance with CDC is sufficient. And then, of course, there's that possibility that they may become better or they may become worse. If we have to study everyone case by case. Everybody is different, and so we want to get them into this isolated area, and that's what we're trying to do right now. As we speak, I'm working with my team. Our surveillance and team is emphasizing that, and that is our mission, to do the movement from their home to the isolated area, as I indicated, one of the identified hotel.
DeNorsey would not disclose the location of the hotel to protect the patients. Currently, there are more than 20 COVID-positive patients on home isolation. You can listen to DeNorsey's entire interview on this issue and others related to what public health is doing to contain COVID-19 immediately following our primetime newscast. And there's a growing shortage of personal protective equipment, but the administration says they have enough for now to provide to medical providers and first responders. Nestor Lecanto reports.
Civil Defense Administrator Charles Esteves acknowledged they're running low on PPEs, but he says a shipment should arrive in 1 to 3 weeks.
At this time, the priority for personal protective equipment is for medical health providers, first responders, then all others on a case-by-case basis. Additionally, we do ask that people do not hoard PPE. I can tell you that based on what we received in terms of how the virus works and how it's contracted and spread, is that if you practice social distancing and you're not in sustained contact with anyone who is COVID-19 positive, then your risk for contracting the virus is significantly low.
The governor assures that despite the low supply, the medical providers and first responders are getting the PPEs that they need. Meanwhile, Estevez says they're also asking private businesses that use PPEs, such as dental clinics, optometrists, and veterinarians, if they have any to spare. He says they're also checking on international vendors, including from South Korea and China. For Guam's News Network, I'm Nestor Lecanto.
With the governor's executive order closing public and private schools until April 13th, Guam Department of Education Superintendent John Fernandez told KUAM that in the case of a prolonged closure, they are working on creating a learning and teaching plan for at home.
One of the difficulties, of course, is that we have issues with, if we wanted to go online, we have issues of accessibility. Those who are not connected, at home to the internet or may not have a device. So there are equity issues and discussions that we're having. At the same time, we're also of the opinion that, some, teaching and learning going on, but, even though we know there might be some kids who may not be able to access it, we want to get that going for those kids who do have access and then hit those gaps.
Fernandez says in order to reach out to students without internet or device access, then this could lead to a packet distribution system. And while this plan is still under review, he assures it will be a district-wide approach to provide the necessary lessons. Stick around for more news here on Primetime. You're watching KUAM.
It's a celebration at Cars Plus Guam. During our Jeep Celebration event, receive up to $2,000 off on the all-new 2020 Jeep Gladiator, the most capable off-road mid-size pickup truck. Customize your Gladiator the way you want it. Call 477-7807 or visit our website and get pre-approved online at carsplusguam.com today.
When we face an uncertain path, when we struggle with life's challenges, and when the unexpected happens, it's a beautiful day. We rely on the people we trust, it's a beautiful, who we can always count on, and the ones who give us the most care throughout the years. Rely on Calvo's Select Care to give you the comfort and security you need wherever you are. Calvo's Select Care, health care that's always there for you.
As our island continues to band together to protect our families and communities from the effects of COVID-19, we at GCA want to assure you that we are here for you. Should you need to contact us for any reason, you can chat with us online at www.gta.net, connect with us on Facebook, or call us at 644-4482. Families are at the heart of what we do, and we are committed to keep you and yours safe, healthy, and connected. GCA, we start with you.
It's a special delivery to your inbox every week with your KUAM News Roundup, program advisories, and promotions. Sign up for the weekly KUAM Digital Digest today on KUAM.com.
Police are asking the public's health in finding who shot at a car parked at the Fisheye Marine Park in Assen this morning. Police spokesperson Paul Tapau says they received a shooting complaint at around 11:30 today. A man heard the shattering of glass but didn't hear a popping sound. He noticed his car window was damaged and drove to the Toves PD Market for safety and called police. Inside the victim's car, police found a pellet lodged into the window. If you have any information about the incident, you're urged to call police at 472-4911. The local restaurant industry is reeling not only from the lack of tourist business, but also the ban on dining in. Restaurants are responding by offering takeout service, and a new social media campaign has been launched to help get the word out on the big blow to the local restaurant industry.
It's called Support Food to Go Guam and is the brainchild of local businessman Kazendo, who says he wanted to support local restaurants by ordering takeout, but the problem was he didn't know everyone who was open because they weren't updating their social media.
I started thinking, what would be nice is to have a Facebook page that everybody can sort of crowdsource and put on information of where they went to eat, and not necessarily provide critical review, but just simply say, hey, they're open and they're servicing, and just really allow the customers to help the restaurants keep going during this period.
Endo says he's just the administrator for the page, which is free and open to any restaurant to post on.
The idea is to get in, get out, and a lot of these guys are doing curbside and they're taking credit card information off the phone. So, very little touch points, I would say. And, until the government says no more takeout either, why not support the businesses who are trying to survive?
The Support Food to Go Guam page was put up just 2 days ago and already has some 2,200 followers. For Guam's News Network, I'm Nestor Lecanto.
Local Salvation Army is seeing an increase of people seeking assistance and services, and the head of the nonprofit group says they are anticipating even more of an increase as Guam gets deeper into COVID-19 related social isolation and business closure measures.
We're dealing with people who have lost work due to the hotels and different things that people are struggling with. So right now we are seeing an increase of food requests from everyday people who just need some help with food. So we're trying to keep that up. Right now we're seeing about 14 to 20 people come in a day right now that come in for food, which is a huge spike for us. So we're trying to help those that are normally working right now, but unfortunately are not. So we're making sure that's a priority for us also.
Stambaugh says the Salvation Army is in need of donations of non-perishable canned goods to include canned meats, vegetables, and fruits. Bottled water is also needed, and monetary donations to buy these items are also being requested. He says people who want to donate should call 477-9855 to make arrangements.
Because we're buying from the same vendors that everyone else is shopping at, so we're doing the best we can to keep our food bank stocked and prepared food bags, and we put in some safety measures so that we're keeping social distancing, in effect for our staff as well as the clients coming to us.
Stambaugh says the Salvation Army is also anticipating an increase of calls to its Family Services Center, which provides assistance to those who have become homeless. He anticipates this because as the end of the month approaches, some people will be evicted from their homes. He also said while the Lighthouse Recovery Center remains open, it is not accepting new clients at this time. Meanwhile, Catholic Social Services is offering assistance for those in need, but CSS's Lisa Bordalio said food stocks are running low.
It's for emergency food assistance, where we provide some, canned goods or whatever for whoever needs it when they run short on food. And so we are assisting people just as they are, and we anticipate a spike in clients. So we are asking the public to donate non-perishable foods, dry or canned items. What we look for usually is meat, canned meat and canned vegetables and fruit.
While CSS has closed off its thrift store and clothing assistance program to the public, Bordelio said those who wish to make needed donations can call 635-1442 to arrange for drop-off donations. Kadu Caregivers was only launched on Monday, but according to Pika Faharan of Kadu House, the restaurant has received overwhelming response from the island community. She, along with her husband Lenny, decided to reopen their doors for dinner so they can keep their staff working and feed those in need, especially during this crazy time. With the help of Grab and Grub, they will be delivering meals to families who could really use the support.
Really what this program is just allowing us in our small family-run business, Kadu House, to really be the middleman, right? So we partnered with two nonprofits, that is Catholic Social Service and Menyatlu, which is the former Big Brothers Big Sisters. And by partnering with these two nonprofits, we said, hey, we want to fundraise so that Kadu House can keep our kitchen cooking and cook meals for the people that you service.
Fahiran says deliveries have been scheduled for the rest of the week, and they are set to feed 329 individuals. They are already scheduling meals for next week as well, wanting to go as far as they can with donations that have been poured in.
I can say up until last night, so we did this maybe for the first 48 hours, we've raised $3,325.
Wow.
Yeah, it's, you know, it gives me the chills. It really shows me how much people have to give, how big people's hearts are, and we really, you know, this is Guam in its true sense. Everybody lifting each other up, everybody giving what they can when they can.
If you would like to donate, you can visit KaduGuam.com or Grab and Grub app or call 646-5238. For more information, you can also check out their Instagram page at Kadu Guam. Dave Delgado is coming up with sports. Keep it here.
Make every day a plus.
Hafa, I'm Bernie Valencia with Matson. Our local Matson team understands that these are very trying times for everyone. Matson's top priority, like yours, is to keep our families safe and healthy and ensure you have what you need. We'd like to give you peace of mind that Matson's service continues on schedule and uninterrupted. Matson is committed to our weekly service from the United States West Coast to Honolulu into Guam and Saipan. We are working with the Port Authority of Guam and providing the capacity and services our customers need so they can continue to meet your needs. Matson will take all appropriate measures to ensure continuity of service into Guam and Saipan. When we work together to take care of our family and neighbors, we will emerge from this as a stronger island community.
This public service announcement was brought to you by the Port Authority of Guam, KUAM Communications, and Matson.
Inspiration can come from anywhere, even from the new Triple Lupa from Taco Bell. It's 3 mini chalupas with 3 different flavors.
The new Triple Lupa from Taco Bell. The chalupa deliciously reinvented.
As our island continues to band together to protect our families and communities from the effects of COVID-19, we at GCA want to assure you that we are here for you. Should you need to contact us for any reason, you can chat with us online at www.gta.net, connect with us on Facebook, or call us at 644-4482. Families are at the heart of what we do, and we are committed to keep you and yours safe, healthy, and connected. GCA, we start with you.
Attention Guam business owners. Green Energy Solutions would like to help you save on your power bill. We supply various LED lighting, energy efficient air conditioners, solar thermal VRF systems, and solar panels. You can count on our product warranty and quick turnaround and immediate response service. GESI has saved other local businesses over 80% off their power. Call us to see how much we can save your business. Call us today at 647-8111 or visit gesiguam.com for more information.
Dave Delgado here for KUAM Sports. Thanks for watching. Tonight on the show, we're going to hear from Olympic powerlifter Jacinta Sumigase. Now, the IOC has announced the 2020 Olympic Games scheduled for Japan will be postponed for a year. Olympic hopeful Jacinta Sumigase was training 5 days a week before gyms around the island started to shut down. The Olympic weightlifter competes in the 55-kilo weight class. Jacinta has represented Guam on the platform in Thailand, Apia, Samoa, Australia, and Ohio.
Some of the challenges I face not being able to train is maintaining my strength. And I could do home workouts and, you know, use modified things, but nothing, nothing will, you know, feel better than training with the real equipment and, you know, also training with my teammates, because they play a big part in the gym and with training.
Jacinta had 5 out of the 6 required competitions under her belt as part of qualification standards. She brought home 3 silver medals from the Pacific Games for the snatch, clean and jerk, and combined lift. Her most recent competition was held in Ohio, where she also brought home a silver medal.
So from my first competition in the 55 kilo weight class in Samoa, that by far was the hardest weight drop I ever had to endure. But since then, I have been getting help from Fit for You KUAM. They actually sponsor me to help me get to the 55 kilo weight class and stay on it. So I'm really grateful for that. Being here at home, it's going to be kind of hard to maintain that weight a little bit, and then also not training. So hopefully Coach Ed comes up with a solution, and I know he is. He's already thinking of things in his head. He knows how important training is.
Word broke around the world today about the postponement of the Olympic Games. IOC President Thomas Bach and Japan Prime Minister Shinzo Abe reached an agreement to delay the Games for a year. It's back to the grind for Jacinta, who says she will continue to train and stay resilient. It's still going to happen, and she says she will be taking advantage of this time to get stronger.
I had one more comp left to make the qualification requirement to go to the Olympics. It was in Nauru. It was supposed to be the Oceania weightlifting championship, but that has been pushed back. We're still waiting on updates about the Olympics happening as well, and waiting for the IWF to put out the modified qualification requirements for weightlifters. So it's all been quite chaotic.
My family is on whole home Wi-Fi powered by Plume.
Since we installed the Docomo whole home Wi-Fi, what did you guys notice about it?
When you pull up the driveway, it automatically connects. I don't have to get out of my car right away and come upstairs to go on my phone.
My favorite thing is that it doesn't buffer when I'm watching YouTube.
My favorite thing is that when Addie calls now, there's no lag. Like before it used to be where I couldn't see her sometimes and I have to hang up and then call her back, and now I don't have to do that.
You know what's a good thing too is that when you come over to visit, I could give you your own password. I can assign a time limit so that I can say that you can only be on it for 1 hour. So that means you won't get in trouble from your mom.
And then you can go home.
The thing that I love the most is that I can freeze the internet for periods of time so that we can enjoy dinner time like this. Why are you rolling your eyes? So I'll turn it back on after dinner. Whole home Wi-Fi powered by Plume. Docomo Pacific, better together.
Green Energy Solutions, Inc. would like to congratulate GU Self-Storage along with Calvo Enterprises in doing their part by going green with a monthly power reduction by over 80%. Power consumption before installation was 39,700 kilowatt hours. After installation ended in 6,221 kilowatt hours, which resulted in savings over $10,000 a month. GESI also offers LED lights, solar thermal VRF air conditioning, and solar photovoltaics. Visit our website and let us help you save.
Taco Bell reinvented the chalupa, so why can't I reinvent myself? I'm an influencer. Guys, I'm trying to fly here.
The new Triple Lupa from Taco Bell. The chalupa deliciously reinvented.
Guam's auto appearance specialist, Elegant Reflections, has been providing the automotive industry with professional detailing and car care products at its highest quality, from complete detailing, full interior detailing, exterior detailing, headlamp restoration, hand washing, seat and carpet shampoo, engine degreasing, undercarriage cleaning, paint sealant, fabric protection, paint oxidation removal, and so much more. Visit us at our new location. Call 646-5555 for an appointment. Elegant Reflections, Guam's auto appearance specialist, over 20 years of experience.
It's a celebration at Cars Plus Guam. During our Jeep celebration event, receive up to $2,000 off on the all-new 2020 Jeep Gladiator, the most capable off-road mid-size pickup truck. Customize your Gladiator the way you want it. Call 477-7807 or visit our website and get pre-approved online at carsplusguam.com today.
And before we close out the news tonight, our latest round of birthday shout-outs from the Cold Stone Creamery Birthday Club.
On this mid-part of the week for March 25th, we say happy birthday to Janina Elaine Pio. Happy birthday to you, my pumpkin, says your very special someone. Hey. Aria Ray Matabusin Martin also has a birthday today, and it is Aria Ray's first birthday. Happy birthday, blessings, princess. Love mommy, daddy, ama, G-Papa, Nunu, and the entire family. Also, happy birthday to a very, very proud daddy, Joey Robagu. We love you, and you're in our thoughts and prayers daily, says your family. Alexa Bellarose Santiago Leon Guerrero, happy birthday number 2 to Lexi. Enjoy your special day, baby girl. We love you, silly rabbit, they say. Love your entire family. And Florence Martinez, happy birthday to Florence of Agana Heights. Love that village. Sorry we can't go out to celebrate, they say, but after the lockdown, it's party time. I like that. Love, Zorro, Scrappy, and Cinnamon Jose Pierre. Hope all of you, those are some, you know what? Those are some of the best birthday shout-outs we've ever had. See, you guys are keeping it positive, taking care of each other, staying inside, and being awesome. Happy birthday to each and every one of you.
Remember, you can be part of the Cold Stone Creamery Birthday Club by registering online on KUAM.com. Please make sure to include with your photo your name and birthday. That's going to do it for us here on Primetime. Thanks for watching. Have a good night and be safe.
Closed captioning is brought to you by Green Energy Solutions, Inc. Visit GESIGuam.com or call 647-8111 for more details on how we can help your business save money.